Welcome to the channel, everybody, and the Arizona Cardinals Madden 19 rebuild franchise. It's a very big episode with our Cardinals taking on the 11-1 Los Angeles Rams here today. The Cardinals win total now matches what we had in Season 1 when we went 9-7. So any win from here makes it the best season in the series. We've played the Rams once already, losing 23-10. Our offense really did not seem ready for that game. And Josh Rosen had 2 interceptions. If we're going to head into the future and try to win some championships, Josh Rosen needs to play better in specifically games like this. In year 3 with him, I'm definitely paying closer attention to his play because next year, it's contract time. Do we stick with Rosen or do we try a new direction? This is one of those games that feeds into that decision. We do have an upgrade to make before our game to first-round wide receiver Isaac White. He currently leads the Rookie of the Year voting, and we're going to increase his deep threat archetype. 82 overall, and this is a good roll. 2 to catching, 2 to medium route running, 3 to release, and a little juke thrown in there as well. Here is what the ratings look like at the moment. He is an exceptional athlete, but we should work on his short route running soon to make him an all-around receiver threat. And it's time, everybody. This game could help us punch our ticket to the postseason. We might even find out the fate of our playoff hopes in this episode. But we need Josh Rosen to play better. We need to hang on to our current spot here in the wild card and push for one last chance at the division title. We can tell this is a very different team, but we know that it was more than just getting to a decent record. We want to win championships. In a way, the defense has been our team's identity this season. They have really played well, including in the first meeting against the Rams. Jared Goff starts the day on first down and starts on a good note, finding Brandon Cooks for a first down. Now they're going to try Todd Gurley on the carry, wrapped up there by Chandler Jones. 3 tight ends enter for LA. In real life, by the way, they're running like 97% 3 receiver sets. And Goff has his receiver coming back for this one. It is Brandon Cooks yet again coming off a big performance. We all know he has game-breaking speed. So I'm hoping that we're seeing Patrick Peterson cover him most of the day. And on this play, they're matched up. Here again, they're matched up now, bottom of the screen, and it's a give to Gurley, trying to find some space. And they're definitely in range for Greg Zuerlein if he's still their kicker. 3rd and 5. Empty look here for the Rams. Goff, good protection, airs it out and finds Cooper Kupp inside the 5. Good start for LA. Trying to hold tough in the red zone. Gurley all the way out. Todd Gurley for the touchdown. Rams with a dominant opening drive make a statement in our house. Well, Josh Rosen, that's what you're up against today. I'm excited to see if he's ready for the challenge. Handoff David Johnson. Oh boy. I did edit the game plan even further. Threw a few more running plays in the 1st and 10 section, just so we can hopefully get a bit more balance, at least on that down. But I increased the running presence in a few different situations. 2nd and short, 3rd and short, 2nd and medium a little bit too. 2nd down and 15, another run here. And we're going to face 3rd and long here early on for Rosen against one of the most vaunted defensive lines in all of football. 2 receivers, top of your screen, 3rd and long, Rosen with the strike. Now that's the kind of play we need as he hooks up with Christian Kirk. I wasn't sure he had it in him there. And now going down off the play action, Longacre has 4 sacks on Rosen this season. A handoff to David Johnson gets us a little more room, but you're not going to be a winning team constantly in these 3rd and long situations. You're not going to complete 2 of these on a possession, are you, Rosen? We go trips to the bottom here. 4 receivers. Remember, Josh Doxson also back this week. And we play it safe. I honestly don't hate that choice there. Just because I knew it was already tough enough. Well, not the start I was hoping to see today. In this huge game, we have 20 combined wins between these two teams. And the Rams are just steamrolling us to start this day. 7-0. Todd Gurley, so good. And he's got, not yet, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Oh boy. Let's start by not losing 5 yards on first down. Here's Josh Rosen. And he'll throw it outside where Marcus Peters knocks it away. Another throw here for Rosen. That'll work. If we get into these 3rd down situations, we have a fighting chance. 3rd and 3 for Rosen. 2 receivers to the top. We want the screen now. David Johnson needs to make one miss, and he can't do it. Another good play out of Los Angeles. Someone's got to turn this around. We're going to sim the next offensive drive, but we're going to watch this one from the defense. Goff looked really good on the first possession, and Jalen Smith nearly got the game-changing play right there. He has 3 interceptions this season, but he really needed that one. On 2nd down, Gurley gets the handoff, and now Jalen Smith can't bring him down. A couple missed opportunities by him on these last 2 plays. Let's get the stop here and win some field position at least. 3rd down. Goff has time, checks it to Gurley, and he's a very good receiver. From the 20 now, Todd Gurley gets a lane. Nice run. He's got 13 on this carry. 50 yards already and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. This is really unlike anything we've seen in this season of the series. The defense has been pretty reliable, and the offense is the one that's usually inconsistent. Neither side is playing well today. Gurley up the middle, grinds out a few more. Here's a 3rd down and 8, and we're going to press these receivers. I love the aggressiveness. Let's play to win here. We have 2 deep safeties to face Jared Goff. They'll throw it down the middle, complete again, stripped, and we're going to take it. Big time play right there. It's Corey Littleton, the ex-Ram. I think he had an interception in the first meeting against this team, and now he strips Gerald Everett of the football. That's what I was talking about. We had to change this somehow. Off the big play by Littleton, we moved the chains off a couple throws. Now the Cardinals on 3rd and 8. Can't get it done. Just 1 first down on that drive. So a lot has to change for this team. The fumble didn't change enough. And here we have the Rams again on the move. We might get a couple stops against them, maybe some turnovers, but they're just overall too good. Chandler Jones does make a play, sacking Jared Goff. And then we do hold them. And, okay, Cairo Santos throwing the football now. We all know LA loves the trick plays out of their special teams. But now Rosen gets sacked by Sue. Not seeing a difference between the gameplay on the field or off. 14-0. Can we get one more drive here before halftime? Goff sacked by Ricardo Collins. He's having a really good season. And a short punt that time by Hecker. All right. From the 45, inside give, Branch back into the game again. He has 2 carries. Hopefully it's not because of an injury to DJ. But I'm officially concerned because Johnson should be on the field almost every play. 2nd down and long here for Rosen. Another handoff, and Branch trying to get outside, tripped up by Sue. Where is David Johnson? On 3rd and 10, Rosen gets time, and that is somehow hauled in by Christian Kirk for a first down. Who do you think is the receiver that a couple seasons from now would be our number 1? Do you think it's Isaac White? Do you think it's Christian Kirk? I think it's up for grabs. On 1st and 10, here's Rosen. What was that? I think another question is, will Rosen be the quarterback throwing to these receivers in a couple seasons? If that keeps up, no way. The Rams are going to get a chance to add more points. That could be a huge point swing as the Rams march down the field and get a Cooper Kupp touchdown. So 21-0 here into the half. Well, it does not say that David Johnson is injured here, so that's good news. Perhaps he'll be ready to go here in the second half. And the way Rosen's been playing, I think we could definitely use a lot of David Johnson moving forward. That interception is just so bad. You can't make those kinds of mistakes. On first down, we're going to start in the air, and another one gets broken up. Split backs now for Josh Rosen. Dumping it off, David Johnson. I love to see this a lot more often. Let DJ make plays. As someone once said, Josh Rosen is no Anton Greenberry. Not even close. Third down and 1. Handoff going here to DJ. Unbelievable. LaMarcus Joyner. Well, at this rate, we're not watching a lot more of this game. If the Rams go up 28-0, it's pretty much a wrap. And look at how effortlessly they march down the field. That is not very good, everybody. 28-0. 18 yards to Josh Doxson. We're back on the move again. David Johnson is having a pretty good possession for us. 3rd and 5. 23 to Isaac White. And can we finish it? 3rd down. Got it. David Johnson touchdown. And that's all followed by a big 3rd down conversion. Gerald Everett on 3rd and 14. The Rams look playoff ready. We do not. Into the 4th quarter. Touchdown Gerald Everett, 35-7. The offense is now at least moving the football down the field a bit better as we get into not quite the red zone again. 3rd and 7. Nope, we're going to settle for a field goal, 35-10. Well, the game is coming to an end. I'm just curious here. I wanted to see one thing. If I put in Davis Webb in some of our backups, how does the offense look? Well, they start with a handoff here to Branch, and that's going to be a 1st down. How about Davis Webb throwing the football here? How's our backup look? Oh no! Sacked by Aaron Donald. On 2nd and 17. Webb, you got to throw it eventually, and that gets knocked down. And the 3rd and long play, maybe our last of the day, into traffic, broken up for Griffin Elliott. The Rams are just dialed in on both sides right now. Well, that's not how I saw this one going. I thought we could at least keep it competitive. But from the beginning, it was all Rams. 38-10 is the final. And now I really don't know who this team is going into the final postseason push. Jared Goff ends up throwing for 400 yards. Rosen just 163 against a very good defense. We struggled to run. We could not throw. We couldn't stop either one when it came to Los Angeles. Hard to get a worse loss than that. But as a Viking fan, I've seen them. One new injury to Robert Kimdichie after all of that. It is broken ribs, out until the playoffs should we make it. That is definitely a big loss considering his versatility there on the inside. And then also defensive tackle isn't our deepest position, but we should have someone able to step up, and that's going to be Corey Peters. So Deshaun Mays will still be starting. And Mays is fairly close to an archetype upgrade. That's great. I think quarterback is going to be a big topic of conversation around this episode. I'm always looking for good backup options. You saw how aggressive I was with that in the Browns rebuild. You need to have a good backup quarterback in case things don't work out. There are 2 first-round options in this class. Lester Phelps is a mid-first round talent, and Marty Sicko is another mid-first round talent. But I'm not afraid to spend some points here scouting the quarterbacks. just to see how good they are should we have an opportunity to take one of them. Phelps, pretty good throw under pressure there and break sack. Don't know about the accuracy. And then Sicko, very good short accuracy. Both are just 21. Now, where I think we're at with Rosen is we'll play out his rookie contract and then see where things are after that. Rosen is still an 80 overall. He's a decent way from his next archetype upgrade, and he really hasn't gotten to upgrade much in this series. I know that the XP slider has been a little lower for most of it, or at least a good chunk of it, but it's at 95%, so it's not far off from default. I am curious how other young quarterbacks are developing in this series. So we have Patrick Mahomes here, who is an 83 overall. He has star, and his rating is still pretty low. He's number 16 overall. These first 2 years are really good. This year, definitely a step back. I forgot we could do this now. Here are all the highly rated quarterbacks in the league. There are only 4 above a 90 right now. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, and Carson Wentz. So Deshaun Watson has been able to upgrade no problem. He has superstar development, and I'm guessing he had some big awards to help him do this. Maybe the 41 touchdown, 9 pick season was the reason why. Baker Mayfield's an 84, Kirk Cousins an 84, Jimmy Garoppolo an 83. Lamar Jackson is just a 79. I'm pretty sure he's starting now, although not getting any rushing stats here in the simming. Yeah, I think quarterback XP gain needs to be way up because I want a few more players in the 90s. It's just kind of nice, though, to be able to look at all the top players in the league by position and then kind of see where things might be lacking a little bit. So running back, receiver, those look pretty good. I'm okay only having a handful of really good tight ends because I think that reflects the talent in the NFL. Offensive line, that's already boosted up to almost max. And as you can see, it's already tough for these players to become highly rated. And I've already done, like, putting it up at 220%. So the best of the best really separate themselves in that category. I just think I'll bump up quarterback to, like, maybe 140 or something just to get the league maybe more realistic here. So yeah, with the archetype changes this year, it's no surprise that some things are a little bit off. I'll put the quarterback XP for now at 130%, and we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you're using down below in the comment section. I am interested in that. I also think I'll bump up tackle to like 240, just because there are very few in the upper tier. I'm also going to put wide receivers at 90. So that's what we're working with right now in terms of XP sliders. Still though, Rosen's numbers haven't been really good in this series, but the one thing that should have made him a little more XP is becoming Rookie of the Year. It still took a while to get him his first upgrade, and I'm not sure really, what we can do now 2.5+ years into his career. Can we still get him to where he needs to be? Back to the action, and the Cardinals have defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We now have 10 victories, and it looks like we have a very good chance of playing in the playoffs this season. Rosen throws 2 touchdowns. David Johnson, 77 yards with 51 from Wendell Branch. In the air, Laquan Treadwell in Tampa. Now it's Isaac White for 96 and a touchdown. Jermaine Gresham scores again. Defensively, Jalen Smith gets another sack for the season. A big injury decision here on Robert Kimdichie. It would drop his injury, stamina, and strength. No, especially if I can get some extra experience here for Deshaun Mays. Now the Cardinals fall to Miami 35-17. That makes it a very big week 17, it appears, for us. Rosen a touchdown and an interception. 3 touchdowns out of Tannehill. Pretty good rushing stats here for Johnson and Alex Collins. Kenny Stills has the huge day, $179 and 3 touchdowns. So a disappointing day again for the Cardinals. Anything on defense? We got a sack for Jalen Graham and a pick for Jamar Taylor. So if we have already clinched a playoff spot, we'll sim week 17. If not, we will probably spend next episode in that game. And as it sits right now at 10-5, we are indeed playoff bound. So we're simming this game. So how do you think our Cardinals can do against the 12-3 Cowboys? We've got to start playing better against these good teams. Let's go. Our team was able to step up 27-24 in what appears to be a really good game. Josh Rosen threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's more like it. We picked off Mike Phillips once, the new quarterback in Dallas. Zeke and Johnson each go for around 100 and a touchdown. And then Eric Ebron has a good day. A score there for Seals Jones and Christian Kirk. Jalen Smith, 10 tackles, 1 sack, or 1 tackle for loss. Marcus Golden gets 1.5 sacks. Graham is there, Ricardo Collins, Chandler Jones. All right, so our Cardinals, after all of this, they finished this season 11-5. That's a pretty good record, especially coming from where we were a season ago. It's a massive turnaround for a very young team. We were highly inconsistent, though, for most of the year, trading wins and losses every week since week 8. And our first playoff game in the series will be against the Atlanta Falcons, who went 8-6-2 this season. Julio Jones, Desmond Trufant, Deion Jones, Devontae Freeman. All the big names are still here. Austin Hooper is injured, but I think this team is mostly healthy. We now get Robert Nkemdiche back, and the Falcons are only without Austin Hooper. So, big episode upcoming. We have some awards to go through and some upgrades. Let's do that now. Turner Latsko, the tackle. He's got one just in time here for the postseason. He's already a 78 pass protector, and we could really work on the run blocking there. Run blocking finesse is one of his worst ratings. With Latsko, we have a player who's just significantly better as a pass protector than a run blocker, and we can work on that to some degree. We're actually going to put a point into agility here because his run block finesse rating is one of his worst, and it gets better now by 2. And pass block still gets stronger, so nice little boost there. Ricardo Collins, nice season he's put together. What kind of stats does he have? He has 9.5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, 42 tackles, and, oh, I thought that was 4 forced fumbles for a moment. Not quite. So Collins is getting a boost. He's in his 2nd season here in the series. And I just want to stick with finesse for him because power moves are always going to be on the lower side. Speed rusher it is, up to a 76 overall. And then Zach Brake, backup offensive lineman. Just going to focus on his power here for the archetype. And we're going to get a boost up in run block power. That's nice. We ended up with the number 20 offense in the NFL. We definitely peaked early in the season on offense. And then we ended up with the 15th ranked defense. So overall, we're an average team with an above average record. I'll take it. Josh Rosen, 27 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Definitely showing signs of growth. Only sacked 35 times this year, so the offensive line is definitely helping out. David Johnson up to 1,250 yards and 7 touchdowns. Pretty solid. And then receiving, Isaac White leads the team, just under 1,000 yards and 7 scores. Christian Kirk also does pretty well. Will Wade contributes. And Josh Doxson, 459. Deshaunte Nolan gave up 8 sacks, but overall our offensive line appears to be pretty complete at the moment. Jalen Smith, 105 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble. Really liked having him on this defense. I think that he has outplayed his ratings to an extent, and he's the player we need there. Wait a minute. He's due for an upgrade. How come I haven't gotten it yet? For the yearly awards, Ezekiel Elliott is the league MVP, Sean McVay Coach of the Year. In the NFC, Zeke is Offensive Player of the Year, defensive is Quan Alexander. Offensive Rookie of the Year is indeed Isaac White. It doesn't appear, though, that he's gotten his archetype upgrade, but it just seems like a lot of players aren't getting the boost they deserve right now. Chandler Jones won Defensive Lineman of the Year. Steven Gostkowski got the best kicker. So this game owes me some upgrades right now. Where are they at? Okay, White's not exactly close to his, but I want to at least spend the one on Jalen Smith. Come on now, I really enjoy playing with him in this, or having him on the team. Anyway, that is going to bring this episode to an end. Next time, it's the first playoff game of the series. If you all remember, we were not very good in the playoffs for a long time in the Browns rebuild. We had to be extremely patient. Will we have a similar wait here with the Cardinals? We'll find out. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Please leave your feedback below. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the postseason. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe. I will see you all soon. Have a great day.